Ach ja, ach ja, ach ja, ach ja. Hello and welcome to my Twizy channel here on YouTube. Hallo und herzlich willkommen auf meinem Kanal. I try to do one of my first bilingual Twizy videos here because I very often get the same question from international Twizy drivers about the seats behind me that are seats from the Smart Car. Ich mache dieses Video nochmal, weil ich habe ein Video schon mal gemacht, da waren aber noch die alten Sitze drauf, da kommen wir gleich dazu und wie gesagt, ich versuche das jetzt in 2 Sprachen hinzubekommen. Sorry for my English, I'm not more used to speak English every day and speaking English on a YouTube video is not so, I'm not used to do this any day. At first, als erstes die gleiche Frage, die sich praktisch jeder wahrscheinlich stellt, welche Sitze kann ich verwenden? At first we talk about which kind of seats from the Smart we can use. There are 3 kind of seats, that's the type 450, 451 and the very new car 53, don't know exactly. Normally used seats are from the 450 or von the 451. Es gibt also 2 verschiedene Sitze, die vom 450 und 451 und gleich im Voraus bitte nehmt nur die vom 450er. I give you the tip, only use the 450 because my rails only support type 450. This is the seat with the triangular headrest here. The other, the 451 type, has no separate headrest. It's one backrest here in one piece, and this seat does not work with my rails. I know in French they are trying to make rails for this type of Smart seat. I don't support it because I have to speak with the German TÜV. That's the other people who make the legalizing for the driving on the street, and they only give me the okay for the type 450. Ich weiß, dass in Frankreich Leute an der 451er Lösung jetzt gerade aktuell wieder bauen. Hier in Deutschland empfehle ich ausschließlich die Variante 450. Meine Schienen unterstützen nur den 450. On the 51 you're sitting much higher. The level is wrong. Also it's all different. I tried to do this a few years ago and I capitulated. It's not for me. I make the 450. So as next, if you want to do it international, I think it's no problem if the seats have side airbags. Wenn man in Deutschland die Sitze durch den TÜV bringen will, dürfen die Sitze auf keinen Fall einen Seitenairbag haben. Die befinden sich hier seitlich in der Lehne. Man kann diesen Airbag ausbauen, das ist ein rechtes Gefummel. Anders kommt ihr in Deutschland mit dem Sitz auf keinen Fall durch den TÜV. Das nächste Thema, the next thing we want to talk about is the seat heating. There are often seats with integrated seat heating here. It's very comfortable in winter when you can push a button and you have a warm backside. Ja, die Stühle mit Sitzheizung sind natürlich noch viel besser als die ohne. Wenn ihr welche mit Sitzheizung erwischt, der Smart braucht zwar irgendein Steuergerät, aber wenn man einen schnellen Daumen hat, geht es auch ohne. Normally you need a special control unit for the heater of the Smart seat, but I use it only with switch on and off. If it's getting too hot, I make it off, and if one time the back is warm, I don't need a seat heater anymore. Part 4, you will often get cotton seats. These are leather seats. I prefer the leather seats because I'm driving without windows. Es gibt günstige Smart-Sitze aus Baumwolle oder halt mit Wollstoff und es gibt die Ledersitze. Gerade für die Leute, die ohne Fenster fahren, ist natürlich Leder, was die Feuchtigkeit angeht, ein bisschen besser. There is a friend of me in Hamburg who makes fake fake leather, genuine leather, not from animals. It's leather from plastic, and he makes the complete seat with a new fitting. I make you the description of Tama. It's his name. In the description below, and maybe if I find a video, I make you a link here. I don't know if I find a video for sure. Der Tama macht Sitzbezüge aus Kunstleder. Die schauen auch sehr, sehr schick aus, und da kann man sich dann überlegen, in welche Richtung dass man da gehen möchte. Ich sage mal, Leder, das man mit Fett bearbeitet, ist mit Sicherheit auch ganz gut gegen Regen geschützt. Das nächste Thema ist das Thema Fahrer- oder Beifahrersitz. The next thing we want to talk about is driver or co-driver and what are the differences. By the German smart car, the two seats are not the same. The driver seat, I'm sitting in the driver seat here, you can change the angle of the backrest. You see here, you can lay down or you can put it to the front with by turning here. On the you can't push it forward or backward. On the co-driver seat, you have two little levers here, and if you push or pull these levers, no, you have to pull it, then if the seat is not fixed, it's difficult. Yes. If you pull it, you can push the back lever complete down, so that it's easier for the co-driver in the Twizy to get inside. Because the normal seat, you can't do this function here, plop, that does not work. But on the co-driver, you can't change the angle of the backrest. It's fixed. It's much more comfortable than the original Twizy seat, but you can't not individual change the angle of the backrest. So, what do you have to know about the mounting and fixing? These are the rails I built for integrating this kind of seat to the Renault Twizy. You have to remove the original seat, and you have to take the original bolts from the Twizy seat to fix this rail on the Twizy. And the bolts and nuts you need to fix the seat on the rail, they are, I deliver them with the rails. There are 5. If you lose one, I put 5 bolts into the package with the rails. The rails formerly were different if you wanted to install a driver seat or a co-driver seat. Früher gab es 2 verschiedene Sorten von Schienen, Fahrer- und Beifahrerschienen. Seit ungefähr einem Jahr oder einem halben Jahr darf ich nach Rücksprache mit dem TÜV eine Universalschiene bauen. In former times you have different rails for driver and co-driver, and since I think half a year, I am allowed to build a universal rail with holes for both seats. So you can mount both kinds of seat on the same rail. And it's okay for the German TÜV, so that now you don't have to decide which kind of seat you take before you buy the rails. You can also try the driver's seat, and then 14 days later you can change to the co-driver seat. You have both fixing methods on this rail. Yes, about the mounting. Zur Montage, ich habe ja schon diverse Videos gemacht, wie man die Sitze montiert. If you want to see how the seat is mounted to a Twizy, I give you a link here. This video is only in German language, but I think that's better you see what I do in this video, and you don't need to hear because it's only the story when I tell what you are seeing, what I'm doing. The last thing you have to know is that normally when you buy used smart seats, normalerweise wenn du einen gebrauchten Smart Sitz kaufst, befindet sich niemals ein Gurt dabei. Das ist bei den beiden Sitzen hier die absolute Ausnahme. Normalerweise ist nie der Sicherheitsgurt dabei, weil der Sicherheitsgurt am Fahrzeug befestigt ist. You normally never get a seat with the safety belt on the seat, because the safety belt is normally fixed on the smart car. So that's much easier to remove this bolt here and deliver the seat only with this part here where the safety belt goes in. So you have here one bolt where you can use the Twizy part of this. The parts are the same. You can use this from the Smart and from the Twizy too. But you will miss the second bolt here, and this is a special bolt. It's not a normal bolt, so you have to go to Mercedes and buy one or two of these bolts here. Or use the one from the other seat. If you buy the remaining seat to anyone other, he has no bolts. Please, before you begin to install the seat in the Twizy, check if you have two bolts that fit to the smart seat. The Twizy bolts does not fit to the smart seat. Bevor ihr zum Einbauen anfangt, bitte kümmert euch darum, dass ihr zwei Schrauben habt, zwei Gurtschrauben. Normalerweise ist diese Gurtschraube nicht dabei, weil nur ganz, ganz selten der Gurt mitgeliefert wird. Dann holt euch bei Mercedes für einen Zehner so eine Schraube. Das sind Spezialschrauben, die liegen nicht eben auf der Straße rum. Blöd ist halt, wenn man anfängt einzubauen und wenn man dann fast fertig ist, merkt man, dass man den Gurt nicht am Sitz festmachen kann. I have heard very often about guys who started to integrate the seat, and when they are ready, they were lucky, and then they saw they don't have the belt for the bolt for the safety belt, and that's not good. So now, I think that's all you have to know about the mounting of the smart seats into the Twizy. It's much more comfortable because it's a little bit softer, and the Twizy is not such a hard car. And I'm tall, so I'm very glad that I can change the angle here from the backrest a little bit to the back, because it's for me much more comfortable than this original. I can't sit on the original seat of the Twizy. Yes, I hope that's all you need to know about the rails. If you have questions, just write in the comments. I read my comments normally in a few days and answer you if you want to know something. I hope my English was so good that you understand what I wanted to tell you. Have a nice day. Ich wünsche euch einen schönen Tag. Haltet die Ohren steif. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.